Okay, everybody loves the video, so let's take one of the atoms right now. Okay, there we are, turning on. So you can see the right side has some sort of weird defect, vapor maybe, but it's definitely not normal. Really glossy screen. Viewing angle is really actually poor in real life, compounded by whatever this is. The right side was pretty bad. You can't even use it at all in portrait mode. So that's that. Okay, let's do this. This is the default home screen. Let's get some tabs open. Here's settings, and browser. Okay, close that. Wi-Fi on. See if it's connected yet. If you guys can actually see this whenever the notification bar is on, it actually blocks the line of text, doesn't realign itself. It could get kind of annoying when you're using the browser or whatever. Screen's actually kind of not very responsive. Okay, this is the panel mode, and it actually does not work. So if I do something like for YouTube, it does not work. Stuck onto the same screen. Try again. How about Notion Ink? Nothing. Okay, let's open the browser. And let's see this thing's HD video capacity, which I'm sort of afraid to say does not work. Alright. You can see screen again, not very responsive. What the heck? Okay, let's look for the Tron trailer. And this should be the official trailer. Let me zoom in real quick. It's now playing at 360, which it will do just fine. If I move up to 480, it'll still play. And as a note, it actually didn't come with Flash, so I had to go out and download that on my own. Now, if you see that if I move up to 720, it actually will stutter and freeze. It actually takes a while. And if I move up to 1080, it just does not play at all. And I'll show you that in a second as soon as it loads.
I promised you that
there we go. This is 720.
I tell you first, right?
And some of the screens are actually frozen, as you can see. Now let's try to move up to 1080. It's not actually because not enough data has streamed through, but it's actually because the processor itself is having problems, and I tried it with a couple of different videos, and I let the whole thing load, or let the majority of load, and it just didn't work out. $1080 still loading. And you can see it's stuttering. That's all that happens with 1080. It just refuses to work. Alright, let's try to move it to, actually this is the first time it's working, but right now it's moved back to 360p, moving back up to 1080. It will stop once again. Let's try to see this in pixel Q mode, and this is it. As you can see, the glossy screen just completely negates whatever effects the screen would have had, and you can't see anything at all. Alright, and it's frozen again. It moved itself back to 360p. Error occurred. Let's go back to the panel mode. Okay, let's open up the sniffer. I wanted to show you guys the color rendering on the pixel key. And here are some wallpapers I ripped from a netbook earlier. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't really see much, can you? That's this is how it renders black. Not very well, actually. Moving on. And you can still see the defect on the right side. It's there in every single screen. Drives me nuts. Colors are really washed out. And the weird thing about pinch and zoom is it doesn't work vertically for something like a website. It just assumes that you're zooming in and out. I'm sorry, that you're scrolling back and forth. So you have to do it from a horizontal axis, or else it just doesn't work. It's a little buggy. And take for example this screen here. It's a little, well actually it's quite washed out compared to the original, which I will show you right now. On a 10:15 p.m. the Asus, and you can see how much more vivid that is versus the pixel key. And I guess that should be all for now.